Look at the view. Pretty soon the locusts will decimate this beautiful view for chicken wire homes. Yeah, that's what they're building over here. You know, there's a separate road here, I don't know. But it's a beautiful view out here. But, you know, the locusts, the reptilians, you know, of course this is their planet, not mine. I'm just a visitor. So yeah, I just want to show you the landscape out here. It's beautiful. Look at those saguaros, they're beautiful. But you know, the reptoids and your fucking Arcturian clones will come in and fuck this all up. They will. They will. It's absolutely stunning out here. I mean, yeah, I can see why you want to have a house built out here, but it's just going to be a chicken wire home. You know, when, you know, their weather, they build these chicken wire homes. It's all wood. And then they put smart meters, which are psychotronic weapons, which is high energy. And then, boop, your house goes up in fires. And then there's life insurance and there's homeowners insurance. And they just make money off of it. So, but yeah, I love the desert. I think the desert is beautiful. I grew up in the desert. I think it's great. But, you know, you got these locusts. They see land and they just start developing on it. I mean, over here, this is, you know, they're starting their construction here. And they're making money because, you know, the developer, he buys this property and then they make money. Well, if you're real estate, you know how it all works. They get a big fat loan from the Swissyland Rockefeller crew. And they got to do their return on investment. But anyways, yeah, it's absolutely stunning here. I mean, yes, I can see how you might want to have a house out here. It's very private. But it's not private when you have, you know, Archie Bunker neighborhoods. This is what I call Archie Bunker. It reminds me of that show. Wherever it's apartment living. Yeah, it's apartment living. And it's all for the clones because they're cloning. Because secretly what's going on is they're cloning humanity out. And a lot of clones are going to be born. So, yeah, it's the Arcturians. You know, they did the Human Genome Project for a reason. They wanted all the DNA so they could do their cloning and do their hive mining. That's what this whole thing is about. Why do you think COVID happened? They jam a swab up your nose and they got DNA. So what they're doing is they're recycling the DNA and they're trying to perfect it or something. Right now they're using sonic weapons to hive mind everybody. So like I said, if you have DNA, well, you know, you give in exchange technology to the humans and they dominate this planet. It is absolutely beautiful out here. Look at these saguaros. They're gorgeous. I think saguaros are pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. And then when they bloom with their flowers, like these two over here, oh, I love it. They get these flower crowns. They're beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that something? A tough saguaro can survive the desert, you know, retain their water. It's beautiful. Yeah, it is absolutely stunning. So, you know, look at the landscape. I mean, this is wild shit, man. I mean, look at that. It's a beautiful saguaro. Absolutely stunning. But sooner or later, they're going to develop out here, and all these fucking homes are going to be out here. They'll screw it up like they normally do. Because money talks and bullshit walks. They'll asset strip this land because they are. And there's my quail. See my quail? Here's my guy. It's probably the only thing that I like, quails. I like it when they walk. They go doot, 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 doot. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. See, and honeybees are getting the pollen. Yeah, it's beautiful. But the aliens that run this planet, they'll fuck it up. They already have. I mean, look at that. That is a beautiful landscape. Yeah, they put a bike path here, so all this land here is gonna have. It's gonna be so sad to see these homes go up, these chicken wire homes, and then they'll put their smart meters, and they'll monitor how much energy you use. Gosh, look at that. It is just stunning. Excuse me. Absolutely stunning. I love the desert. Look at these saguaros. Aren't they pretty? Look at that dude over there. But, I'm just a visitor on this planet. Inky the Nahesh doesn't like me, and neither do the Rockefellers. I don't like them because they took something from me. So going back to one of my previous videos, got a letter from one of these lawyers, and there's like, at a $500,000 home plus assets, there's only like fucking $40,000 left. Yeah, they raped it. These attorneys, they raped it. Look at this saguaro. I'm gonna go over here and check it out. But yeah, this is what the archons do. Yeah, look at this saguaro. Isn't that cool? Watch me run into a fucking snake. Yeah, the snake in human form. Reptoid land. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Look, there's a wash and everything. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So right now it's springtime, and the squirrels are having a good day. And yeah, it's cool. But you got Inky up here in his fucking spaceship sitting up there spying on me. I know all about it, people. It's Nibiru. He sits up there in his UFO, jacking around. What can I do to screw up her life? Blech! I'm Marduk. That's what he does. He sits up there and he fucks up everything. Did I survive his bullshit? Yeah, you're better right, but he stole from me. Shit that didn't belong to him. Look at that view. That's something. That is absolutely stunning. Look at this view, this landscape. They're gonna fuck this up. You watch it, Inky and his fucking developer wankers. Look at that, it's beautiful. So, but here, the head of the snake right there, or head, the dragon. See? Yeah. Like I said, go to Google Earth. You can see 2 dragons over by Spain. So it tells me, there was a big fucking war. Look at this. It's just stunning out here. Yeah. So I don't know. Some people say, oh, you're an earth angel. Some people say you're the slayer. I'm the slayer. Well, what good is a dragon if you don't have a slayer? With every dragon, you have to have a slayer. Right? It's like Cool Whip and apple pie, man. Who's the sweetest one? Fucking Inky. Yeah, he knows I'm his bitch. Look, people, I can dive real deep. Gosh, look at that saguaro. It's gorgeous. Look at that one. Wow. Nice. Even though cactuses are prickly and they're dangerous, doesn't mean you can't admire them. It's kind of like a snake, right? Look at the colors of the snake, right? Don't get too close. But saguaros, I mean, they're amazing. They, they're beautiful, I think. They retain water, and they take the water when they need it. I mean, look, they're blooming. So much for your Al Gore bullshit and your climate change. You know, saguaros are self-sufficient. They're independent. That's why I like them. Kind of like me. I'm independent. I don't need any bullshit from the Rockefellers. But, you know, what happened to me is they sent in their troops and they used psychotronic weapons and they decimated a vital document that my father worked for. You know? You know? And then sending their Hut 1s, Hut 2s in to watch me. Yeah, it's probably a cop right there. I ain't stupid. I'm very fucking wise. Hut 1, Hut 2, Hut, Hut, Hut. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at these cactuses. They're gorgeous. Look at that. They're fucking independent and shit. Look at that shit. Upright. I mean, they're gorgeous. Yeah. Looks like someone wants that saguaro. When these contractors come over and they decimate the land, they put bids on these saguaros. That's called a bid. It's not to hold it up. That's fucking stupid. the saguaro is able to do it on its own. But look at these guys. They're cool. They got lumps. They got holes. It's a home for a bird. And look at this shit. Fucking awesome. Look at that guy. Now that is that's a bird nest right there. Check that out. Check this shit out. Look. See the bird, mama? Yeah. She's a mama bear too. See the bird? Look at that. Absolutely stunning landscaping. And Rockefellers will fuck it up. They'll send in their fucking developers and do their fucking homes for their clones. They'll ruin all this shit. These are beautiful saguaros. They will fuck it up. You watch. But they'll be like, well, you know, you don't care. Just because I bitch about the Rockefellers doesn't mean that I don't care. They're the culprit. They're the ones that started this war with me. I have no problems fucking exposing them. Look at that. See? Look. There's a mama bird in there. Yeah. Look at that. Cool.